we have Charlie Brock. And Charlie has been a licensed realtor in California for 53 years. He's the past president of the Nevada County Board of Realtors. He's the founding director of the Nevada County United Way and has served on numerous nonprofit boards in Nevada County. Charlie, thanks for coming tonight and talking to us a little bit about the real estate aspect of this proposal.
Thank you, Greg. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, I'm going to leave my video off. I also am on a very unstable feed and would like my audio to be take precedence. Thank you for the introduction. I might also add that during my many years as a realtor in Nevada County, I represented the estate of Marion Godoti, which was the owner of the Idaho-Maryland Mine for many, many years. I started my career in 1980 here, and her estate was the owner there. Although I was unable to effect a sale of the primary mine holdings during my listing tenure, I did have the opportunity to familiarize myself with the mine's toxic legacy, as efforts were undertaken at the time to clean up a number of contaminated sites. So after a careful reading of Rise Gold's draft environmental impact report and the Niehaus impact report, my opinion is that the reopening of the Idaho-Maryland mine would very definitely negatively affect real estate values and be detrimental to the quality of life throughout Nevada County. The introduction of the Niehaus report states, and I'll quote, "Construction and operation of the proposed project could result in adverse environmental effects, such as increased traffic volume, noise levels, and visual impacts." Pardon me, I'm going to open my water here. Making the surrounding areas a less desirable place to live or visit, and in the event of long-term adverse effects, could translate to indirect financial costs in the form of reduced property values and county tax revenues. Several conditional coulds in there, but thank you very much, RDN. They go on to consider three potential determinants of value. They look at a review of related literature. They look at a local real estate industry survey where they surveyed local realtors. And then they looked at case study of other mines. They point out the limitations of each of these valuation methods and specifically state that, again, quote, "The results of the case study analysis are inconclusive regarding the magnitude of any potential impacts." That said, Niehaus goes on to use only the case study analysis to draw their final conclusion. And again, I quote, "We do not estimate any anticipated average change in property values associated with the proposed project." The Niehaus EIR has used contradictory statements along with questionable assumptions and methodologies to arrive at faulty and misleading conclusions regarding the mine's effect on real estate values. To double check my own thoughts regarding the value effects of reopening the mine, I contacted several appraisers, three of whom hold the highest designation, MAI, as members of the Master Appraisers Institute, and several other respected local appraisers who specialize in residential properties for banks and mortgage lenders. All of the appraisers I spoke with acknowledged that evaluating the effects of a mine on real estate value is an imperfect and difficult study. Value effects are not easily quantified. Among value studies and appraisers, and I spoke to realtors also, opinions I have gathered, I found consensus that a primary determinant of reduced real estate values is a function of the public perception of significant detrimental effects, real, potential, long and short term, of opening a mine. As well, local MAI appraiser Daniel Ketchum stated to me that the Niehaus EIR failed to implement accepted appraisal methodology, which has clearly led to an unsubstantiated conclusion that the opening of the mine would have no impact on value. He goes on to say an appropriately created study that includes comparison of controlled market data truly proximal to similarly operating mines, each being subject to the same market conditions at the same point in time, might have led to a much different conclusion. That ends that appraiser's quote. To repeat myself, I just want to close by saying that it's my opinion that the Niehaus economic report contradicts itself, which I think is very obvious. relies on questionable assumptions and methodologies. They discounted all realtors' opinions in order to arrive at a misleading and faulty conclusion. In my opinion, the reopening of the Idaho-Maryland mine will have an immediate, long-term detrimental effect on real estate values in Western Nevada County. Thank you very much.